Welcome in this Nummax Manager training video. In this video, we will see all the content provided by Nummax Manager that you can add in your sequence pages. Each time you select an icon, it creates a block in your display area. Each block can be adjusted manually or by numbers, coordinates, and block size. A border can be added to any block of content with its own thickness and color. You can put as many content as you want in the same page sequence. And yes, you can create more than one slideshow in the same page. Finally, the order of each layer from background to front depends on the tab's position. It is really easy to switch any block back and forth. Icon files. The Files window block is used for all your media, images and videos. If you put different medias in the same block, it will play each one after the other. That's how to create a slideshow. If you need to juxtapose medias, you must add another file window block. Icon single line text. You can add a title with a single line text block. Input your title. You can adjust the font, type, size, color. You can add one or two outlines and a shadow. In the Effect tab, you can choose if you want the text to be static, to change long title parts and at which speed, or scroll in the display once or continuously. You can change title block background color and transparency. And finally, the display duration of the complete block. The icon for multi-line text block works the same, except you can display several lines of text. The scrolling is upward, and an introduction effect can be applied to the block. Remember, transition effects are not visible in the preview, but will be working on your display. Let's add a new sequence page. If you click on the clock icon, you will be able to display date and time. First, you can choose the clock style from single line view, multi-line, or graphic clock, which is an analog clock. The fixed text is a title text at the top of the block. In font, you can set the style, color, and choose the data you want to display. In the Effect tab, you can choose the block background color and duration. The Weather icon adds a block with several data available. First, in the weather style, select your city, then Celsius or Fahrenheit, and you can check the element you want. Weather, temperature, wind, humidity. For each element, you can write your own prefix. With multiple data showing, you can select a multi-line view or a single-line view. Both can be combined with the effect of still or scrolling text. Pages keep the text still and will alternatively show each data depending on the block size at the set speed. Move up for multi-line view and speed can be adjusted. The block background color and duration as well. When you adjust the font settings, it applies to all the text. The icon Web Page lets your terminal display a web page provided by a URL. By clicking on the web icon, you will add a web block. Input the URL to display in the block. Nummax Manager won't simulate the visual render of this full-size URL. But the web address will be adapted to the pixel width, just like a website on a cell phone. In this example, I have 160 pixels as a block width, which is very tight to show a website even adapted. The terminal will not take a regular screen web page rendering and reduce it to the block proportion. It will adapt it. So what's this feature good for? Well, it's very useful if you want to display web applications and provide content that Nummax Manager does not have or cannot generate. For example, it could be showing remaining quantity of parking places, orders ready to be picked up, bingo numbers and winners, departure deck numbers for buses and trains, sport competition rounds and winners chart, live auction, stock market or discounts, people counting, web Excel files or any other web data files, simply showing live data controlled by an external web app. In the Effect tab, you can choose the duration before Nummax Manager will refresh the URL displayed. Let's add another page. Click on the RSS Feed icon. The RSS Feed content is picking up its data from the web. Simply input the RSS feed in the URL field and choose the update interval. 2000 corresponds to 33 minutes. You can adjust the font size and color. Select the data to display. Select the control speed, block background color, and duration. Click on the environment icon. The environment content was initially created for outdoor displays equipped with all kinds of sensors connected to the terminal, mainboard, or player. If it's your case, you can choose to show the instant data coming from the sensors. Present it with custom prefix and suffix text. Adjust font and block background color and duration. But let's remove this content block for the moment. Click on the three dots next to the tab and click Delete. The Sync Play icon adds a window similar to the Files window. You can display images and videos. But the purpose of it is to perfectly synchronize the images and videos between the different terminals where you will publish this same playlist. This feature is not useful if you work with only one display, but if you have several Nummax displays, it could be single display in each store window or displays juxtaposed to create one large image. Then the Sync Play is relevant. Simply drag and drop your medias in the working area and adjust the settings. All the magic appears when you publish the playlist in different displays. Whatever the content schedule in each display, the system will manage to match the broadcasting of the medias in every display at the same time. Our last feature is the automatic countdown. It can be used for grand opening day countdown or end of roadworks, remaining hours and minutes before the end of a great discount. You just have to set the ending date and time. You can add a prefix title, select display format, adjust the text style and choose the elements to display: days, hours, minutes, seconds, and also the numbers text style for each element. And finally, the block background color and duration. That's it for this video.